Hi everybody, today's a bit of an update on the Try Before You Buy scheme with Volkswagen. We have done a video and we've talked about this in the past, but obviously it's not available at every dealership at the moment, but very shortly it will be. So every commercial centre in the country will be on the Try Before You Buy platform. You might be asking, if you've not seen the previous video, what is Try Before You Buy? Well, it is as it says, so it's try vehicle before you buy it. There is a cost involved in doing that. So for example, California behind me, I'm going to take you through all the current pricing that have just been announced now, because I've made some tweaks to the costings of those. So for example, if you want to try out the T6.1 California that's behind me, or an ocean one for example on here, or a beach or something like that, you can hire one of those for a 7-day period or up to 7 days, and it's £1,000, so £999 for the 7 days. If you go on then and actually buy one, obviously you get that refunded back to you, so there's no cost involved in those. But obviously it's a very good idea, I think, on the Try Before You Buy idea. If you're not quite sure whether it's the right vehicle for you, you can get them for a shorter period of time than that, but that's the maximum you can do is 7 days. But that's on this particular vehicle here, or something like this vehicle, so on the T6.1. And we also do this across the range as well, so things like, for example, the Caddy California. You've probably seen a previous video we've done. This is also available on the Try Before You Buy scheme. Probably worth mentioning, these are only available at tour centres, so centres that actually do sell California, but everybody else in the network, all commercial dealers, will be doing Try Before You Buy with other vehicles, which we're going to get onto in a minute. So Caddy California, £499 for 7 days, and again obviously you can have a shorter period of time than that if you want to. Something like this, I think this is really good value for money, and definitely worth looking at, because if you're thinking about this size of vehicle, whether it doesn't or doesn't work for you, it's really good. You know, you're not spending a huge amount of money. If you don't go on and buy one, you know, you've had a holiday out of it. That's the way to look at it, the way I do. With something bigger like the 6.1, you might already know I'm definitely having one anyway, so it might not be something that you want to do. But on the other niche vehicles, it's definitely something worthwhile doing. Now, I know most of you, that's what you're going to be interested in, is the California side of things. But more importantly, this is what today's video is more about actually, is the other things that we're doing within the Try Before You Buy section that's in here as well. So we're talking about ID Buzz, for example, that's behind me here. So this is ID Buzz People, so it's the carrying capacity one. So at the moment, it carries up to 5 people. So ID Buzz at the moment is already live, and you can get these at selected commercial centres. That's going to be across the country, so everybody's going to be doing it very shortly, I think from the 1st of May, so you'll be able to get one of these. Now these, for example, for a 5-day period is £250 for a 5-day hire, and that will give you a great opportunity in those days to actually get to use the vehicle over a longer period of time, know whether it's right for you or not. And as I said, if you do then go on and buy one, you do get that money refunded to you. So it's basically £50 a day is where it works out at, so £50 a day, and at the end of that I'm sure you're going to know whether it's the right vehicle for you or not. Now if we walk outside, there is 2 other vehicles which we need to have a look at, which are now on the Try Before You Buy scheme. And one for our commercial customers out here, if we've got the Caddy Cargo, so the van version of the ID Buzz that's here. Now again, exactly the same pricing for this, £250 for 5 days, £50 per day. You can try it. If you go in then and buy one, you get that money then refunded to you as well. So definitely worth having a look at that. And then finally is the Multivan. So the Multivan is £499 for 5 days, so £100 a day to hire that, which is great value for this size of vehicle. Remembering you can carry 7 people, up to 7 people in the vehicle as well. Plus you'll know whether it's the right vehicle after that for you if you want to. And instead you get that money back depending on how much you've spent in return, obviously afterwards, if you use it from on here as well. For me, on the Try Before You Buy scheme, really, I think it's, you know, those ID products, for example, in there. If you're not sure about electric, is electric the way for you? You know, go out, test it, charge it up, all those kind of things that's in there as well, get to use it. So £250, well worth spending that. If you decide at the end of it it's not for you, you've wasted £250, but you've probably had 5 days of fun driving around in it, knowing what it feels like. I'm sure probably after it you're probably going to want one personally, but anyway, believe it or not, that's probably the whole point of Try Before You Buy, but I'm not going to delude you on that basis. So get you in it, get you enjoying it, that's the idea. It's all via the website, so you can get information on that direct from Volkswagen website. And the Try Before You Buy website is run through Volkswagen Financial Services, and they basically run this car scheme, which is the VW rent-a-car scheme. So if you don't know, you can actually just rent a vehicle from us anyway. We have a location here at Liverpool. We've got a big rent-a-car section here at Liverpool where you can rent vans and things like that on the normal terms. So they'd even do some cars as well that's in the range. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. We've had a quick look at the Try Before You Buy. It's bringing this new update. I'm sure we can update this again, and I think they're going to change these prices as well by the look of it as well. So depending on how things are going, they might have offers on. For example, if there's a particular vehicle they've got that they want more people to try out, they might reduce in the pricing. So it's probably worth keeping that, and we'll keep you updated if anything changes that way as well. So if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe and you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell as well, and we'll see you next time.